This week's feature from Martha's collection is a beautiful pink dress that I estimate to be from the late 1890s to the early 1900s. And this is one of the reasons why I cried when I first saw this collection. Some of these pieces are just so beautiful, I still even can't believe that this donation happened. But I will get into showing some incredible details on this dress. It is a two-piece dress with an amazing bodice interior. It is heavily boned and has these beautiful full sleeves, which does definitely point to the 1890s. But this is unusual. It has, at least it's unusual to me, it has a casing in it with elastic, which, seems fairly common now. I did look up elastic, and it goes back as far as 1820 for the kind of first invention of it. But use in clothing like this didn't really happen until the 1900s, so that is possible that elastic is original, but it's also possible that was either a cord that was pulled at some time or someone replaced it with elastic later. And I don't see any evidence of there being a different cuff on the dress. It does have the hand-stitched casing. The full sleeves have this unique little tuck in it to give sort of a cap sort of effect. And there's a little bits of thread in the inner neck. So I do wonder if some sort of trim or a layer of fabric was possibly removed at some point. So let's get into the inside of this beautiful garment. And the entire front, it is a front opening, has a hook and eye. I just love these close-ups of these hooks. I think they're amazing. It has hook and eye closure for the front, and again, it's heavily boned. There is boning on every seam. And to connect the skirt to the bodice, there is two large kind of eyes there that connect to two hooks on the skirt. Look at the hand-stitched binding that goes onto each one of these seams. It's just beautiful. And then the other seams are finished with a hand-done overcast stitch. The hem is a bias band of facing that is hand-stitched in place. And I just think that is an absolute marvel. The attention and detail that goes into these garments just never ceases to amaze me. Here is a closer look at the skirt. The entire hem has a row of these amazing bows. Each one of these silk bows is stitched in hand in the middle, and then one of the little loops is tucked or tacked by hand along the entire hem. The hem is a combination of hand stitching and machine stitching, and in typical Victorian Edwardian fashion, there is layers to the hem, and here is a layer of a scalloped, pink-edged silk layer that just adds some fullness and support to that hem, and you'll see that there is a train on the hem. So this would have added some support to that train. And look at all that is hand-stitched, the two rows of stitching for gathering that layer that nobody ever saw. Just the detail, again, is just incredible to me. So there is a shot of this amazing skirt on the dress. And it's just otherwise just simply gathered at the top and just a beautiful detail. So I was wondering on the age of the dress, and I am estimating it again from the from 1890s to the 1900s. And here's some examples of some similar era, and also in pink, which was a popular color, especially for young people at the time. And I didn't do any repairs on the dress, and of course I'm not going to attempt any cleaning, but I just did a simple steaming on it to get it presentable for some photos. It is extremely small, so on a half torso I was able to get it, but on my literally a preteen size mannequin, it still would not fit. So I created a panel, kind of an insert to go in the front to be able to display it on the mannequin. But here's this beauty that I am just in awe of 120 years later.